Whoa, what's up? This Block Talk News. Today's video is on ABC News and they bullshit propaganda. From the title, you can see Kamala Harris stars as 2020 presidential candidates pitch African American voters at Essence Fest. Now, already you should see the word pitch. I don't like that fucking word. What you mean? You pitching? We gonna fucking get a strike? Are you selling the elixir or something? You pitching something to me? I don't like that off rip, but let's continue. Now, if you new here, what the fuck we do here is we read this shit and we block talk, break it down, goddammit. Let's read. Elizabeth Warren touted her support for equal pay. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio shared his thoughts about his biracial family. Senator Cory Booker talked about ensuring that African American female entrepreneurs have access to capital. Some of the top rivals for Democratic presidential nominations appeared at Essence Fest in New Orleans Saturday, but as Democratic presidential candidates lined up for the chance to appeal directly to black women, which candidates have increasingly seen as a critical voting bloc, there was little doubt that the main attraction was a Kamala Harris. Now let's block talk break that shit down. Already they paint a little magical fucking scene for Kamala Harris while they try to kiss black women ass. And remember y'all, from previous videos, I've been telling y'all they gonna try to get at black women. They think that y'all motherfucking weak. They don't think that you gonna be insulted, that they not trying to appeal to they fucking fathers, uncles, and grandfathers, goddammit, or even they goddamn sons. You don't think black women gonna be mad about that? Because me as a black man, if the fucking Democrats was coming at me saying, Block, we gonna give you all of this shit for we gonna make sure men get this and that men get that, I'll be like, the fuck men? I'm talking about all black people, goddamn. All of us need this, that, and the third. So already I don't trust you. You only trying to appeal to me when all of us need fucking appealing too, goddamn it. Talking about Cory Booker bitch ass gonna say he gonna make sure African American female entrepreneurs had the money because he showed them won't give it to no black men with his fake ass. You understand what I'm saying? Because all of these candidates have been seeing that black women are a critical voting bloc. See, they trying to appeal to them. Don't be surprised if Oprah and them lame ass come out too. But let's continue. Now, first things first, when you see this picture and that big smile, you know damn well that this is a goddamn puff piece already. You already got the first scene. Oh, everybody came out and did their thing. Elizabeth said this bullshit, and Bill de Blasio said that. Cory Booker even said this, but ain't shit could touch Kamala Harris, who came out the Tupac. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's read. Harris, the only black woman running for president and the only black woman in the Senate, hit the stage to Tupac's California Love, a nod to her home state, and got an enthusiastic ski-wee from her large number of sorority sisters, Alpha Kappa Alpha, a black sorority founded at Howard University, Harris's alma mater, in attendance. Good morning, my beautiful sisters, Harris said, cause fuck every brother out there, before launching into her plan to boost home ownership among African Americans. Don't let anyone tell you who you are. Let you tell them who you are, Harris said, repeating a line that she gives often on the campaign trail. Now let's block talk break that shit down. She comes out to California Love. Oh, already. So if you reading this, you like, oh, if you don't know shit, oh, California Love playing in your head. And Kamala Harris hit the stage. Oh, California Dreaming and all type of shit. Oh, they done set up a whole good ass scene for her. And then she hops on stage. Good morning, my sisters, goddammit. Now, am I mistaken, but men out there as well? Don't men perform at Essence Fest? Because I'm from fucking New Orleans. Men perform there too. I remember Genuine and all of them used to be there. Men love Essence Fest. Why would you ignore? That's a complete slap in the face. She hops on stage. Good evening, sisters. But she had got a little ski-wees from the Alpha Kappa coons, goddammit. Because most of these people in them sororities, bruh, they be sorority first. You know how whatever cause some black people in, they be that cause first, then they be black second. Or I'm Alpha Kappa first. Or I'm Democrat first. I'm gay first. You always something else first. But let's continue, goddammit. She lays up there, smacks black men in her face. Good morning, my beautiful sisters, goddammit. And then she went into her little bullshit about home ownership. And then look what she said, y'all. Pay close attention already, because I wouldn't be saying this shit for nothing. She busts out and said, "Don't let anyone tell you who you are. Let you tell them who you are." So y'all heard that at the motherfucking debates, right? When she was talking to Joe Biden and shit, right? I'm just making sure that y'all know that. And they even know that Harris said, repeating a line that she gives often on the campaign trail. So, look like a rerun to me, goddammit. How many other reruns will we be able to point out in this motherfucking speech to the Essence Festival, goddammit? Let's continue. Last month, Essence Magazine, which is geared toward African American women and organized the event, launched Kamala's Corner, an online column by Harris that allows her to talk directly to voters. And on Wednesday, Representative Johanna Hayes, a member of Congressional Black Caucus, wrote an op-ed for the magazine titled, "Here's Why I'm Endorsing Kamala Harris for President." The speeches from candidates mostly echoed the familiar lines from their stump speeches and largely sidestepped some of the more hot-button issues raised by both Washington and on the campaign trail in recent months, including the question of whether reparations should be paid to African Americans and whether the federal government should take a bigger role in addressing persistent inequities in United States schools. Now let's Block Talk break that shit down, y'all. You see what popped off here? Essence Magazine, which is straight up geared toward African American women, just like BET. Because do y'all ever see BET give a fuck about black men? On fucking Mother's Day, they have a whole fucking parade. They have an award show. But on Father's Day, that shit came and went. You know what the fuck they showed? Baby Boy, Menace to Society, and shit like that on fucking Father's Day. That's what we need, huh? More bullshit and showing us in a fucking negative light. But anyway, they launched Kamala's Corner, where everybody could ask her some shit. But in fucking some weird shit happened to where nobody seemed to ask their ass about reparations or nothing. How the fuck that go? They seem to sidestep. You see how I say down there? It said she seen to sidestep the motherfucker talks about reparations and shit like that. See how they do? Of course she sidestepped it, because Kamala's Corner was a motherfucking well-vetted ass corner. Before you get to that corner, you probably gotta go through so many fucking roadblocks to get to Kamala's Corner. Okay, who are you? Are you Democrat? Are you Republican? Do you have a YouTube page? All kind of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? To get to fucking Kamala's Corner. But somehow she sneakily gets out of there without talking about reparations, because that's what happened before you got to Kamala's Corner. While you was on fucking Main Street, goddammit, they said, "What's your main agenda?" What? Reparations? Get your black ass out of here. But let's continue, y'all. Black voters are expected to make up approximately 12.5% of the 2020 electorate, according to the Pew Research Center. Former Vice President Joe Biden, who is campaigning in South Carolina this weekend, currently leads the pack with 41% support among Democratic and Democratic-leaning black voters, according to the latest ABC News Washington Post poll. Senator Bernie Sanders, who is expected to be in Nevada this weekend, currently sits at 23% support among those voters. Harris and Warren are making up ground with black voters, according to the poll, seeing support at 11% and 4% respectively. How respectively is that? Biden, who came under fire last month after citing his cordial relationships with segregationist Democrats as example of lawmakers working their past differences on Saturday Saturday apologized for the first fucking time for the remarks during the campaign stop in South Carolina. Other candidates who appeared at Essence Fest received tepid applause and spoke to half-empty rooms. Now let's Block Talk break that shit down. Is it just me, or after that fucking debate, everybody was acting like Kamala Harris was the new Obama, the female Obama? You cut on CNN, oh shit, Kamala Harris stood out. Oh, she took him to task and all of that old bullshit. They was acting like she was damn near number one in the polls. But look, Joe Biden, lame ass, still fucking lead the polls. Which lets y'all know the Democrats gonna lose like a motherfucker. And then they gonna say goddamn Bernie right behind him at 23%. And then they say Harris gained more voters at 11%. You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is that she gaining ground at 11%? You dumbass, she's nowhere near Bernie. And Bernie ain't damn near nowhere near Biden, goddammit. She's nowhere. She's at 11 fucking percent. And y'all talking about she gaining ground. So really, this whole article, y'all just out here straight up biased trying to make Kamala look good. I wonder how much she paid ABC News for this motherfucking article right here, because this is complete bullshit, you dig? Let's read further. Biden came under fire I mean, damn, you can't beat a nigga who was cool with segregationists. You still can't beat him in the poll, and then that say something about you. Lock him up, Harris, goddammit, because we ain't forget. We all know that. If you new to this channel, then what I gotta tell you is Kamala Harris is referred to as Lock him up Harris, goddammit. Now let's continue. If black women are going to be the highest voters in this country, then the agenda of the African American woman has to be at the center of the Democratic Party agenda, Booker said, offering a pay gap, access to capital for black businesswomen, and the high rate of maternal mortality amongst black women as issues that should take center stage. Just hours before taking the stage on Friday, Warren penned the op-ed titled Elizabeth Warren on Valuing Black Women for Essence. In her remarks, Warren, a second-term senator from Massachusetts, proposed an executive action focused on closing the wage gap that disadvantages women of color, which she says she should implement day one if elected. Now let's Block Talk break that bullshit down. See, all it is ass kissing, pandering. Do people really still fall for this fake ass fucking pandering? Cory Booker fake ass gonna come out and say, well, if black women is the main voters, then we gotta make sure that they at the top of the list and shit. Bruh, that's fucked up, ain't it? Ain't if y'all Democrats, y'all should be pushing for everything to be equal. Y'all should be making sure, oh, black women gonna get access to this business shit, and black men and young black women and young black women, goddammit. Y'all see what I'm saying? Everybody should have easy fucking access, not just because of, oh, they voting Democrat, we got to make sure we get them right. Y'all see how fucked up that sound, you dig? So whoever voting for y'all, that's who issues get put to the table, because fuck all of that American shit where y'all supposed to be helping everybody. Should be saying all black people have access to capital and shit like that. But nah, since black women is the ones, we need to make sure that they at the top. Then look what his dumb ass gonna say. Some pay gap bullshit. That shit go for everybody. Then he gonna say maternal mortality. That bullshit go for everybody. That's the issue everybody worrying about right now on the slick. And that bullshit dying down because we see CNN dropping. They ain't really talking about that old abortion shit no more because black women didn't fall for it. So it's falling down. See? But he wants shit like that to take center stage. Now, oh, black women, your fucking son's being murdered when pulling out a goddamn bright cell phone. That shouldn't take center stage. Oh, or guess what? Your fucking husband or your spouse just got murdered for walking outside and pulling out a fucking 40 ounce or some bullshit. Or just got beat by a fucking cop for being stereotyped or some bullshit. They ain't worrying about none of that, goddammit. Or how y'all trying to shut up the black man's fucking voice. Don't worry about none of that, black women. But look, it's Elizabeth Warren. She had an op-ed entitled Warren on Valuing Black Women, huh? Warren on valuing black fucking women, because fuck valuing black people. Let's just value the black women because they gonna vote for us. In her the fucking second term senator from Massachusetts. Get your lame ass out of here. Let's continue, y'all. The plan will place stringent diversity and transparency requirements on companies contracted with the federal government. In May, Harris made similar proposals to close the gender pay gap by requiring companies to disclose salary data or risk of financial fucking penalties. De Blasio, whose wife is black, talked about having frank discussions about race with their son and preparing him for life as a young black man in America. De Blasio, who was added to the schedule at the last minute, addressed this shit to a half-filled ass room. Put my picture up. Nah, don't put my picture up. Put fucking Kamala Harris picture up. So after reading this big ass puff piece, what the fuck did we learn? Not a goddamn thing except that ABC News is in Kamala Harris' pocket. They clearly defended her. They made a magical scene for black people. Oh, she came out to California love. Because that's what'll get black people. We gotta hear that rap music, huh? She minded, well, I wonder, did she dance out there? Did she do the chicken noodle soup for black people too? Indian American Kamala fucking Harris, goddamn it. Did she do all of that? Come on, bro. These people full of shit, goddammit. But what you read was a puff piece. They just not told us that Joe Biden is still leading in the polls. Sanders is still second. So all of that shit you heard last week about, oh, Kamala gaining ground. Oh, Kamala is picking up steam and all of that bullshit. It's not true. She's sitting right where the fuck she been because she's so crooked and dirty. She can't even beat a nigga who is best friends, who is fucking mentored by segregationists, a fucking dude who was against busing, a dude who made a 94 crime bill to lock people up, gave states incentives to lock people up. Kamala Harris is so dirty, locking black women and men up, so fucking dirty that she can't beat a flat out racist who is no better than Donald Trump. They trying their best to try to say, black people, you better vote for us because if you don't, you got Trump. Well, guess what? We don't give a fuck. We always had Trump. When we had Obama, we had Trump, goddammit. When we had Clinton, we had Trump. When we had fucking the other idiot Democrat, what is goddamn name? Jimmy Carter, we had Trump. We always had Trump. This is nothing new. So y'all not about to scare us with your boogeyman shit, and black women not about to fall for you. She's a woman in California love and the gender gap. They can't even say black women. They can't even say, oh, we about to close this gap between black men and women with the other fucking white men and women. They can't even just say that. Or just say we about to make sure black people get paid. Or we about to change the gender gap and female mortality bullshit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Once again, y'all holler at me.